Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the final of the 2025 Windle Open Bowls competition. And the two players today, that lead in front of you belongs to Chris Cooke, and he's playing Matt Gilmore. Matt Gilmore's bowls just stayed in there. Another excellent competition. Everyone would like to thank Carl Doyle for his sterling work in organising and running the competition. He's done a fantastic job.
Yes.
Also must be mentioned the greenkeeper. I think it's Lee Johnson.
Well, mate.
Stunning conditions, these greens. Matt playing and runner, just going to peg through the gap. One for Chris Cooke, first end, first to 21. And for Easter weekend, it's been a lovely day, but for the first time today, the sun's gone in. This, as you see, followed it halfway to the jack. Just gave it a bit of a wave to get it there. Matt's bowl passes the lot. Done quite well to stay on, to be honest. Chris's second bowl gives it a bit of encouragement again. Doesn't get to his first, but lies two. Now Matt, if he takes a yard out of his first, you would imagine it will win. It pegs now. Oh wow, little move on the jack, and he made two out of it. I say his first ball was a miracle to stay on there. We've moved the jack a good foot. Good. Yep, makes another. 2-1 Matt Gilmore. That miracle first ball that fell over to stay on the green ends up counting. Anywhere from here, uphill. And Matt going straight up the middle of the green. Straight up through the middle of the green. Keeps going, all uphill. Thinks about levelling out about there. It actually looks like a touch of a downhill finish to the jack, just over a ridge. And a good length bowl lead from Matt. And Chris's effort, he's still looking at it. Yeah, rests on Matt's bowl. Somehow Matt's gone through a gap that didn't look like it was there. So Chris, second bowl, looking like he's trying to make another with this. Ends up playing the bowl that Matt wanted to play. Levels the game up. Two across. Pace to 21. I think this is a thumb peg mark, just under the crown, over a ridge, then falls against the bias. And I have no idea what's happening there. I think someone... No one's on really. They're both well good enough to get half a dozen bowls inside those two.
Get on.
Sink is the cry.
Yeah.
From here, I'd say Chris was at least one, if not two. That found a big gap. No. Must be Cooke 1. 3-2 Chris Cooke. Chris, ever the showman, heads towards the camera.
Get over. Get over. Get over.
This is a real one. It's got over and tiptoed down to the jack. This is further from Matt. Gonna go by. Gone by it has. And off the green. Now, this leaves a nice target.
Ball, isn't it?
Too good a bowl, really. Underneath. 5-3 Cooke. Thumb peg. Apart from the initial 6 foot from the jack, everything's downhill. And Chris knew he'd put half an ounce too much in it. Downhill finish. Does it just...
No, definitely.
Well, Chris's second one's on the way. This looks tight. That one's tight. So, that one's not in it, so Matt. This is in danger of whipping as well. Six two.
Carl, do you want to drink? Thank you.
Shoot back.
Want it to straighten. Gather now by the jack. It's a good bowl. It'll be hard to beat. It's 2.5 foot past the jack. It's all downhill. Matt come straight peg at it. And it's Tafar now, goes through the gap, kicks on down the slope, finishes 8 foot, 7 foot, too many feet. And Chris thinks he's Tafar again. Bias will take it down the slope, only going further away. Doesn't make another. Now Matt, he's took a lot out, he may have took too much out.
Ah.
7-2, I believe. Again, you've got the initial 6 foot or so from an uphill from where the mat is. That's over the crown. He's condemned it. He's wrote it off. Not happy with the lead. And Matt played a better bowl. 4 foot past Chris's. Gathers by the jack. And Chris is going to try and beat it. And if he doesn't beat it, he should make it really difficult for Matt to make 2. And it's still looking at it. Hell of an effort. What a bowl from Mr. Cooke. Matt's turned over. He's played a couple of yards over to the peg. Oh. Perfect connection. Wants to move Chris's bowl without moving the jack, but unfortunately what he couldn't predict was Chris's bowl colliding with his own. So 1 more for Chris Cooke. I think that's 8-2. No one's given the score out, and we're relying on my adding up, which could get problematical. If it's not 8-2, it's something like 8-2. Tells it to stop, and he can judge a good bowl. Yeah, Matt's come same peg, finger peg. Well, he's 4 foot off. Can't afford to be tight. Wants it to weigh again. Needs to stop now for him. Keeps on going downhill, waddles downhill.
Yeah.
Falls over to win. It took a dive to make sure it wouldn't go out. And this is further. Another one for Chris. Probably 9-2. Score must be a secret. Just fractionally tight compared to the jack. It's turn right angles to get away from the jack, but it's a good length. And Matt Gilmore, this looks better.
I'll come out that. Somebody stop this, please. Oh.
Chris struck, goes through a gap. It was a good bowl to get it through the jack. Get it through the gap. So Matt, can you beat a 4 foot bowl? for make a pair, which he can. 4-9 as they play. We had another right. Good grief. There's hope for me yet. Hopefully Matt now must do something a bit different, change the scenery. Front peg mark. Again, up through the green, just under the crown. And again, not too shabby a lead at all, you'd have that. Length bowl, 18 inches to the side the jack. And Chris misses the jack as it goes 4 foot past. Matt again. 9-4 down, this needs to finish for me to get another. Yeah, just does enough. Chris wants it to run. It needs to finish for him. Does it pass Matt's ball? Ooh, it's a, yep, 2 for Matt. 6-9. Can be level in 2 ends. Can be ahead in 2 ends. Matt.
Gilmore 6, Cooke 9.
Finger peg towards Carl's office in the corner where the club is. Quick finish there. And again, length bowl. It's not done him any favours at the death there though, it's waddled a bit and fell away from the jack. There is the organiser, Mr. Doyle. Chris's own bowl suffered the same face as Matt's, looked to be a good one up until the last 5 or 6 yards, then it just fell against the bias. And Matt's not short with this. I think there was a signal there that it was only 1. And this one, I don't think Chris likes this. Oh, this is miles tight from Chris. Yeah, only 1. 7-9. Mr. Doyle in the back out there. I believe he's suffering from a very painful back the present minute, so we obviously wish him well. Again, thumb peg I think from Matt. And again, really good length control. Just fractionally inside the jackland, whipping away. This can't get here from Chris. Couple of yards short. And this is struggling as well from Matt. Does it just waddle his way past? It does for another. Those two to draw level. You'd imagine Chris will improve on his first bowl and get at least second place at this end. Goes past the jack. 1 more for Matt, 8-9. Again, finger peg. Back into the office corner, the club corner. Passes the jack. Must be 4 foot past. It's not as far from Chris. Enters the picture and finishes near enough a length bowl, couple of foot to the left of the jack. This one on Matt, he's took a lot out, as he took too much out. Doesn't get any closer now.
Fire!
Well, Chris Cooke 9-8 up, lies 1 to get to 10. Goes, can he get another? He's certainly looking like he's not giving it any verbal instructions. Yeah, gets another with a length. I think that's 11-8. And again, finger peg from Chris. All uphill. Apart from the last couple of yards to travel.
Get over.
You can hear Chris giving it the instruction to get over, and it's not done it. It's probably a foot short of running. Matt again, other peg. Probably won it. You can see it shaved the jack, and it's just straightened up on its sole and finished a yard 4 foot past, and Chris has not reached it. Oh, Christopher.
Should have just stuck with the same peg. What a life change. Yeah, you're in, Matt.
Surprised Chris turned over. That first bowl of his, there was nothing really wrong with it. It was just needed a foot on it.
Oh. Yeah.
10-11. Yeah, I was surprised Chris turned over with the second. It was obviously bad bowl not to give it enough to get up there.
Gilmore 10 to 11.
Ball from Matt again. Wonderful weight with his lead ball. This one needs to run for Chris. Encouraging it closer. That's a good one. That quick finish. Matt just played a little runner at this, just trying to tickle the jack, but the pace just takes it past. So Chris,
Oh dear.
he's turned over
Peg quick.
and is too far, in danger of clipping the jack. Well, what a ball that would have been. Wow. Chris. Again, not playing a long mark. Uphill from the mat, downhill from there.
Wait. Wait.
Where is the shout? Finishes 18 inch past the jack. You'd have them most of the time. Miss Bowler Matt, downhill now, gathers to the jack. Good un, goes in. 18 inch by, well probably 16 inch by, a foot short. This is, does it do it? Oh, what a bowl. What a bowl for Mr. Cooke. Now, he's got the back bowl as well. Does Matt just try and play a dead un? Does he be brave and try and play at Chris's bowl, just trying to miss his own? Still thinking about it. On the way. Looks like he's trying to just play a dead un. Needs it to finish. Does it do enough? No, it does not. One for Chris Cooke.
Got it, Chris. One, please. Got it.
Got he?
13-10.
13-10. 3 clear. Mr. Cooke.
Go.
Wants it to gather now. Great ball is the cry. Well, we're not at a good angle to tell who's on here, but it looks to me like Matt Gilmore has fell closer to the jack than Chris is. Although, I say, not at a good angle. Chris is inside, passes the jack. Doesn't get any closer to it now. And this is not short from Matt. One for Matt. I'm not 100% sure which one. I presume it's the last bowl. May not, well, not at a good angle, so I'll say no more about it because I'd only be guessing. 11-13. Matt playing what I think finger peg mark. Oh, he sent it and I wasn't looking at it. I was just trying to see what was on the jack. And again, weight control, very good. That's a good bowl there. It's downhill. Originally from the mat, it's a couple of yards uphill, then it just goes over the crown, shoots down, then goes over a ridge and shoots down. Downhill finish, he wants it to run, he's going to give it one now to get it there. Bowl, Mr. Cooke. Front peg, I think it is. In off. Chip and pin, as the Wiganers like to say. Well, Chris could be brave and just try and play on Matt's bowl. That's what he's trying to do. Played at the bowl. What a bowl. 2 shot for Mr. Cooke, 15-11.
Get up. Get up.
Go on.
Telling his bowl something he already knows. Bowl too wide, this is from Matt Gilmore. Again, good weight again.
Stay straight. Go. Go. What he was? Big tall Matt. Only one.
Only one. Give the opportunity, played weight at it. Well, it's one to Chris, which is probably what Justice would say, though Matt would be thinking, well, I nearly shunted Chris's bowl past the jack, but I counted 2 if he had. 16, 11, 5 more required.
16, Gilmore 11.
Good.
Didn't do a lot of peg in that bowl, although it's turned right angles at the death, try and get closer. Here's this bowl of Matt's. This is better land to far, but Jack was in the way. May not have stopped in that if it without that connection.
Let it go. Let it go. Brilliant, well. Brilliant ball.
Chris was quiet then. He already, I think he knew it was a good one. The ball didn't quite need any instructions. Matt's second ball. 17-11. The position of that first bowl of Matt's was not good for him in the end. 6 in front, 4 for game. Go back, Chris says. There's only 2 things wrong with it. It's short and it's off the land. And this bowler Matt passes Chris's now. He's been consistent in this game, Matt, but Chris has had just some wonder bowls to take it off him. Although he's played a dire end here as Mr. Cooke. Can't do anything else but get another. 17-13 or 13-17 as they go. Bad end from Chris. That was, normally you say keep the pressure on, bang a lead in. He definitely did not do that. And this is finger peg from Matt Gilmore. Anything too near the ditch will fall off the end of the earth. This is trying to do now. just gripped. Anything half a bowl lower than Matt will just fall off, and Chris is on the safe side. Does it stop? Waddles, gone. Needs to take half a feather off it to stay in. You can't take off the bowl what you need to keep that in, I wouldn't have thought. Green trimmed down, no excess grass on it at all. Matt's second bowl.
Hey, on the back one. On that, on it.
Well,
21.
bounces around Chris's bowl. He can't really make it worse, I would have thought. He can't. It'll be interesting to see how he can make it worse, and he's just trying to just tickle the jack. But it's sunk to that lead bowl of Matt's, which was the lowest of all of them, which just gripped. 14-17.
14-17.
Someone's got a leaf blower out next door.
Current score, Gilmore 14, Cooke 17.
Change of scenery from Matt Gilmore. Up into the corner. He wants it to run. I want the leaf blower to stop, but we can't have it all. We're having a leaf problem this time of year. Bloody things are still growing. Good bowl from Chris. Length bowl, Matt's passing his first. Wants it to run downhill now. Gives it all the encouragement he can. Not far enough though. Chris going up to have a look. I believe the leaf blower operator is called Dean. Dean must be doing well to have a leaf problem at this time of year. Dean's been told off. Don't do it again, Dean. Leaf blower's been turned off. Right, back on the full mic. It was one for Chris.
Brilliant, brilliant lad, brilliant lad.
Stunning lead again. Scotty. 18-14. The leaf blower threw me out with the score. You know, that's a really good bowl from Matt, which would count most ends. But whereas Chris Cooke's encouraging it closer, I'm not quite sure if it's got one. Nice 20 if he has. half a bowl short of another.
Got it.
Got the wrong one.
19.
1914 to Chris Cooke. Some of the crowd think it's all over.
Gilmore 14.
Edging towards the exit. Finger peg mark. Not a huge difference in pace here. One of the few marks that isn't. Almost to the crown. Over the crown now. Slightly downhill to slick finish. Which is what's wrong with that. It's just... Oh, long tape's called. Long tapes. Seldom see these. I don't think I'd want to run that mark with a set of pads on. So I'm thinking it might just be more than the 19 metres, which is the legal requirement. So Robbie Fitz is strolling towards with the end of the tape, and at the business end looks to be at least a foot or so over. Since we're mixing imperial and metric, what we normally do in bowls.
They came in quick, didn't they?
Goes your nails.
Cold, isn't it?
So cold, that was, isn't it?
Chris has improved with his second and lies up. So Matt, 4 foot by with his first. He's improved with this. Does it peg enough? Again, a bowl underneath the land. All but one more required. Thumb peg mark.
Wait. Bit enthusiastic with the zoom. Chris has finished a yard past, but doesn't want a yard out of it, if you know what I mean. Wants a connection now. Like that. And that's finished behind the jack, so there's not really a target for Matt to go for. He's just got to try and play a dead one. Needs to turn now, needs to turn and stop. 1 for Chris Cooke, game for Chris Cooke. And the winner of the Windle singles, Chris Cooke, 21-14.
Outside on the green in the next 2 minutes. Thank you. We just congratulate our finalists, please, for the next grand final. So we're going to start with the very first envelope, which is the last 16, and the loser is last 16, John Catley. Unfortunately, everyone in the last 16's already played theirs and got home, so they've already received their prizes. We move on to the beaten quarter-finalists, and the first quarter-finalist was Connor Flaherty.
Speech!
The next beaten quarter-finalist, Robbie Fitzpatrick.
Can't do a speech.
And the last quarter-finalist, beaten quarter-finalist, Damien Morrison.
That was it.
Right, we now move on to the semi-finals, and as we can probably all agree, you couldn't have picked a winner really. It's really hard to do, but we have to have losers in the game obviously, and everyone put up a great performance, it must be said. So the first losing semi-finalist, even though he's a bit drunk, Stephen Glover. And the next beaten semi-finalist, another great game it was. Thank you so much, Neil Biffle.
Well done, Neil. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Cheers. Cheers. Thank you.
Right, we move on to the final, and again we had another very good game, and two players who are always familiar to us in this club, because whenever they come, they put up a good fight and always provide good games, and they're excellent to watch. So the beaten finalist, who's well known, he's won tournament two before, he's won a pairs one, so he knows the game really well, and again gave a good fight. So beaten finalist, Matt Gilmore. And to the winner. Before we move on to the winner, if anyone dies anytime soon, go and see Chris, because he can help arrange a funeral for you. Sorry, Chris. But he's a cracking fella. I've got a lot of time for him. He always gives full commitment to his games, and that shows when he played Neil, and he also played Damien, and when he played Owen Cookson this morning, I think it was. No, he didn't. John Hanson, but he plays all of his games very well, and always shows good sportsmanship, and he's a nice guy. So your Tommy Melling trophy winner for the 2025 here, and they place in the Champion of Champions reserve list, Chris Cooke.
What about George?
Chris, I don't know what you want to say to the words before you go. I'm not giving you the mic.
Yeah, just made up to win a big comp like this, so delighted. First of all, I'd like to say what great order the Green's in, so that's credit to obviously Lee Johnson and all the members of the club here. A big thank you to Carl and all his helpers. He gives a lot back to Bolson's, Carl. Great lad, so thank you very much to you, mate, for all you've done. And again, everybody at Windle Bowling Club, obviously people who've been measuring, people behind the bar, people who've done the barbecue. Thank you very much. I'm so happy to win this. I've not played a lot this year, so I've just hit it tonight really well. Beat my mate in the semi and beat Matt in the final. He's a class act, so I'm so happy. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Again, everyone, thank you so much for staying with you. Appreciate it.